So I'll start by describing sort of the fundamental building block of history is what we call a C2PA manifest. And that's a binary data structure. We use the jump format, which is basically a way of recursively defining boxes of arbitrary content. And I'll go into what a few of those are as we kind of dive in. But a C2PA manifest represents one sort of signed action on behalf of one sort of set of edits along the way or acts of creation. And within a C2PA manifest are a handful of things that we call assertions. And those are many assertion types are defined within the C2PA standard, but others can be defined outside of the standard as well. And what you do is you combine the set of assertions together into what's called a claim. And that claim is signed by the hardware or software that is producing this overall data structure. And that is the representation of what has happened. Assertions can be any number of different things. Some examples of them are, camera captured location or timestamps of where the original capture occurred. In the case of Photoshop, we instrument it with actions that were taken during it at your option. So, if you want to say, I did, these particular kinds of things, I brought in these other ingredients, things like that, those can be documented. There's some work being done now to document human and individual identity and organizational identity into what we call an identity assertion that's outside of the C2PA, but in that framework of assertions that can be added. Thumbnails, things like that. There are, many, many more kinds of assertions that are available, but those are examples of statements you can make about the document or about the asset. And those statements then are gathered together in this claim, which is itself signed. And by doing that, then you provide tamper evidence. So if somebody subsequently tries to represent something different about that, the signatures fall apart and you no longer have valid C2PA metadata.